for today on our Money Mastery with Aimee recording, I wanted to talk about success. So as you're jumping on and join me, let me know what success means to you, because I think this is going to be a little bit of fun. Okay, as you're jumping on, let me know what success means to you. If we haven't met before, let me introduce myself. So, hi, my name is Aimee Circa. I am the Money Confidence Coach and founder of Money Masters Inner Circle. So I help you to master your money by creating confidence in your ability to solve the money problem. So you can stop living paycheck to paycheck, make those smart money moves so that you're able to create that financial security, those options that you're looking for, and create and generate true wealth, not just making more income, because nobody wants to be working 80-hour work weeks for the rest of their life, right? So, a little bit about me. There we go. Let's just dive in, okay? Again, as you're jumping on, we're talking about 3 different ways to attract and create success. And as you jump on, I would love to hear what success means to you. So make sure to say hi and let me pull up my notes. Okay, so for a lot of us, we tend to use our bank account to determine our values of success. And when we're successful, it has to do with what happens in our bank account or an amount of income that we are trying to make. So that's not accurate, though, and it might seem a little ironic coming from somebody who talks about money, that money is not everything, but it's an important thing to know when we're working to master our money. We need to know that money is not everything and create that holistic, well-rounded approach to mastering our money, because yes, it is important. Money is a tool. We need to be using it and we need to master it because that is the way it's intended to be, but we need to master it, not making it our master with the 80-hour work weeks and etc. So we have to kind of change our mindset around the way that we approach this, the way that we think of success. And the best way to do that is that's why I was asking you to drop what being successful means to you in the comments, because a lot of times we'll hear like, I'll be successful when I make $10,000 a month. Now, yes, making more income is very important and it's in a part of that, but there are other ways to generate success, and that's what I want to talk about today, because it helps us see the wins, the progress that we're already making. If we keep focusing on the negative, it's not going to serve us long term. We have to be able to see the progress and the ways that we are improving, creating those success in the other areas, because it all overlaps. So as you improve in these other areas, everything is going to get better for you, including hitting those income goals that you're working towards, okay? So the first way to create and attract success is going to be mentally. Our minds are very powerful things. It is always very important, the words that you're speaking. If you're saying like, I can't do this, we can't afford it, that's not serving you. It's not empowering you. There are very specific ways that we should be working to program and using the power of your mind for good, things to help you improve. And I am working on a new special guide to help you, specifically when it comes to the mental aspect. Yes, you can, sweetie. Go ahead. Especially when it comes to the mental aspects. Okay, I'm busy. Go ask William. Especially when it comes to the mental aspects of improving your finances and creating that success that we're talking about. So if you want to know when that becomes available, just drop me a VIP. We'll talk a little bit more about it here at the end. So a quick strategy for you to make sure that you are working towards and creating that success mentally. So every single day, I'm encouraging you to write down what you're grateful for. I always encourage my clients to write down a minimum of 10 things that they are grateful for each and every day. They don't always have to be big things. They can be little things. Like it can be the electricity, the sun shining outside. You woke up this morning, whatever it might be that you're grateful for. And truly think about it. Don't just write the same 10 things down every day. Yes, we're grateful for those, but it needs to be something that you are truly grateful for, and spend that moment thinking and meditating on that, because that's going to help you see that mental success that you already have. Another great thing to help you recognize the mental success that you do have already and what you've accomplished is writing down 5 things that you've accomplished each and every day. Especially as go-getters, we have a tendency to kind of brush past the wins. And to truly spend time and appreciate those, that's a great way to make that happen. So the second way that you can attract and create success is going to be emotionally, because our emotional intelligence is really important, right? Becoming aware of our emotional state And how we are speaking about these things is so important. So instead, you've probably said, I'm sad, I'm angry. How does that make you feel? Those things, they're labels. And instead of saying that, like I've heard it explained before, that if you have a stomach ache, you're not saying, I'm stomach ache. It's a feeling. You're experiencing a stomach ache. I was listening to, I think it was a podcast, and they said that the guest was talking about that herself and her husband sometimes will say, like, body has a stomach ache, because it kind of sounds silly, but it also brings it out. It's not you. Our emotions aren't real, they're thoughts and feelings. So when we're able to identify that, when we improve and create that success with our emotional EQ, it's going to be game changing. I can tell you from personal experience. So whether it's anger or stress, it's a feeling that you are experiencing. You can acknowledge it without saying, I am stressed, I am overwhelmed, the O word as we call it. Those type of things, we can say it like, I'm experiencing anger, I'm experiencing stress. And being aware of it is the first step. And then we have to go back and figure out, like, what's going on, what's triggering this to happen, so that we can look at things and make objective decisions instead of going straight into fight or flight, or letting past experiences determine our future, which is something that we all really do. Okay, it's just, it's the way that we're feeling about things. So that's the second way that you can attract and create success, is emotionally. And I've got to tell you, like, those two are so key in being able to truly improve your finances. It's totally crazy, and it's the part we don't think about, right? And then the third way that we can attract and create success is going to be physically, because how we treat ourselves on the inside is a direct reflection of what we see on the outside. How we feel about things, how we feel about ourselves, we project that out. Okay, so when you were sitting, do you sit up straight? Now, this is something that I'm working on, because I know that we all have a tendency, like, I get distracted, and especially those of us who work from home or work at a desk, like, that's a whole thing. That's why standing desks were invented, and great, and all of that. But taking care of yourself physically and making your physical health a priority. It's something to think about. Like, how do you feel when you look in the mirror? And it's not really good or bad. Like, this is just truly a question. Like, how do you feel when you look in the mirror? What is it that you like about it, and what is it that you don't like about it? So if you don't see what you like, if you don't like what you see, then change it. It doesn't have to be this big, overwhelming thing. We can create small habits. That was a block that I had a long time, about, like, my physical health and taking care of my health. It was like, I just don't have time for this. I'm running a business. My husband is gone. I'm running the household. We have young kids. I just had a baby at the time. Like, it wasn't a priority. I didn't think it was possible, but it's amazing when you create those little wins, those little successes, taking care of your health, what you see physically, and what changes over the long term. I was just talking with somebody that I work with, that I get all of, like, a lot of my health stuff from. It's been about 24 months now that I have actually been working on improving my health. And it was funny because she kind of pushed me into it in the beginning. It was like, I don't have time for this, but okay, whatever. Like, I trust you. We'll try this. So, like, it's totally different, the way that I feel, the way that I approach myself, the energy that I have, the confidence that I have. It's creating that success physically, but it wasn't an overnight thing. We are talking about creating long-term success. So whether it's working on your finances with that financial success, or working on your mental health, or working on your emotional intelligence and your EQ, or working on your physical health, maybe with your eating and nutrition side of it, maybe it's exercise. I mean, really, health is all of that, but really working on improving and creating those success in those three different areas, it's all going to help magnify the work that you're already doing in your finances, because it's so important to be able to approach this again from a well-rounded state. Like, we don't want to be uneven. You don't want to be making all this money and having, like, what you deem financial success if all of your relationships and your mental health suffer from it. That's not what we're looking for. So making sure that we are attracting and creating success in these three important areas. I will recap here in just a second, but I want to make sure that you heard that I am working on a new think it's going to be like a roadmap. Still trying to figure out the logistics of this, obviously, to help you figure out the mental and emotional portion, a checklist to help you uncover what might be holding you back towards that financial success that you're looking for and help you take it to the next level. So if you want to be one of the first ones to find out, just drop a VIP in the comments. I will make sure that you can get access to that. And let's recap. Okay, so 3 ways to attract and create success outside of those financial numbers, making that 10K a month like you probably hear about often. So the first one was mental, improving our mental health and our mental stability. You can have success with the mental game, okay? The second one was emotional. So your emotional intelligence, your EQ, you can create and attract success using or improving your emotional state of being. And then the third one was physically, improving and creating and attracting success with your health, not only with how you were treating yourself, how you were showing up, how you feel physically, and what you're eating, and all of those things. So I think that is it for today. If you did, drop me which one of these 3 you have been that you want to improve the most, because we all have an area that we are working to improve, right? Or hopefully we do, if you're the go-getter like I know you are. So that is it for today. We will see you next Wednesday for another episode of Money Mastery with Aimee right here on my Facebook profile at 1 p.m. Central. Bye for now, guys.